Hey everybody, how y'all doing? This is Cobby. I got that donated camera. They donated it to me and got it on the tripod right now, and we're filming this right now. And it's the Rebel, and it's the SL3, which does K4 too, but we're not using K4. We're just using regular high definition, low light. See how it works. See what the quality is going to be on this. I finally did the shoot with the Rebel camera and Nikon Grey camera. Kind of got it fixed, but it's not really fixed all the way. Still has one little problem yet. I need to get fixed on it, but it's okay. It's working again. And we borrowed a friend's 7200 camera. So the two Nikon 7200s, we got a USA one, and then we got the Grey camera, the one I got conned into buying, I guess. Anyhow, I got 3 shots at about 250 millimeters using the Canon, and 3 shots using the Grey camera, and 3 shots using the US Nikon. And then I switched to 75 millimeter, and we shot at that distance, and it's sort of like low light, and I wanted to see how well the cameras perform against each other. And we shot at 3 shots at 75 millimeter, and then we brought it in closer and a little closer. So we did like 2 more shots close, and it's 3 shots of each position. And I put it together in a video, and you guys are going to get to see it here in a second, and you can make up your decision which one takes the best shots. So it looks pretty good. All of them look pretty good. There's a few problems with a few of the cameras, but not bad. So how about we get to that part of the video and get that part rolling, and I'll talk a little bit and tell you what I see, and you can see what you see. But remember, all 3 cameras were put on fully automatic, so it's going to be what the cameras do on fully automatic. And that's for the guy that shoots on fully automatic all the time, because there's a lot of guys that want to buy a camera but they to shoot it on fully automatic. So I thought I would do it this way so a guy can really see the difference in the fully automatic. But I never shoot that way myself. I always use manual because I like to set everything and try to match what I'm actually seeing. So it's better off to use manual to get that perfect shot, that perfect picture. And it's not really that hard to learn how to set the camera up so you can do it and get real good shots. But anyhow, we're not going to get into all that stuff. We're just going to get into the part about how these cameras compare to each other on fully automatic. And so let's get with it, and I'll let that roll, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is a Canon Rebel SL3. Okay, you can see in this shot here, the head looks pretty well in focus. The colors are just really look pretty natural, and the sunlight coming through the blind is not too hot. Doesn't look too bad really. It's a pretty good photo. And the blanket out front's not too bad out of focus, and it's really in focus by the leg. Okay, here's the Nikon Grey camera, 7200. Okay, light coming through the looks pretty soft. The head looks, eyes look pretty in focus. This out front doesn't look in focus, but the colors are pretty good. But it's pretty out of focus, really. It's not like the Canon. That was a Grey camera. Now the US 7200. Let's see what it does. Whoa, she's kind of washed out up there. It's a little bit hot up there on the blind. Okay, and the eyes, not too bad. Okay, not too bad, but it's hot. It's a little hot, and it's out of focus. It didn't seem to want to focus, and we're standing back about 30 feet. Okay, this is a Rebel again. This could be the closer up shots. Now the color of the monkeys is almost perfect. One's a little different. The wall back here changes two different colors. On your left, it should be a little different color than on the right, which it is, but it's not really standing out too well. The towel in front is almost perfect color. The bandana's perfect color too. Okay, this is the Nikon Grey camera again. Okay, the color's not too bad. You can see a big difference in the wall color though. That's good. And the red, white, and blue and stuff is pretty good. The yellow out in front is a little off. The yellow is not quite what it should be. It's a little bit out of focus around the edges and stuff, but it's not too bad. Here's a 7200 US. Let's see what it does. Wow, looks a little better focus. It's still not the best focus. You can manually focus better in this, because see, it's shifting a lot under this low light condition. And same with this, it's not quite the right color out front, but the wall difference is nice. You can tell the difference in the paint. It's nice. And let's do a close-up. All right, this is a close-up. Red, white, and blue looks pretty red and white and blue, and the towel looks the right color, almost the perfect color. Not too bad. Focus isn't quite as sharp as it could be, but all that can be improved by manual shooting. Okay, the Grey camera again. Let's see what it does. Close up on it. Well, color looks really good on close up. It's out of focus on the right side, as you can see, and this isn't quite the right color. It's more white looking, and it should be more yellow. But the red, white, and blue looks red, white, and blue for sure. It looks pretty good, other than being outside on the outside corners out of focus. The US camera, let's see what she does at a close up. Looks about the same really as the Grey. It looks like it could be a little more out of focus. That's what happens when you use automatic though. It doesn't tend to stay in real good focus. But it's not too bad of a shot, especially in low light like how we're shooting this stuff. It's better to always shoot manual in low light. Okay, now I'll give the overall about the video and stuff. And well, how did you enjoy the comparison? Yeah, quite interesting, wasn't it? The biggest difference I seen in the cameras was that the Canon itself, like the towel on the bottom is a kind of yellowish color. It's almost a neon yellow if you've seen it in real life. The little monkeys in the background, the Canon did a real good job capturing the monkey and the towel at the colors it really were. And then catching the bandana part, this part here, all the colors of the flag and stuff and stripes, it did very well on that too. The thing it didn't do in the background is the wall. The wall's painted two different colors right there in the corner. So it didn't separate those two colors too much on the wall, okay? They kind of like blend together pretty good, okay? The outside edges of the photos for the Canon and stuff were fairly well in focus. The inner was in really well focus on the 280 millimeter lens when we shot that. That was done at about 30 feet away. The Nikons, they had a little problem there on fully automatic. The Grey one, it was a little bit darker and stuff. It wasn't quite as bright. And the regular Nikon had a brighter picture, okay? But they both were out of focus. They weren't totally in focus because they only want to focus in certain spots. And the Canon has a bigger focus pattern, so it picks up more of the photo and focus the whole photo. But they both were done on full A automatic, and that's what we get when we shoot with full A automatic. Both cameras, or all three cameras, can be adjusted manually to really take sharp, good looking pictures, okay? But doing fully automatic, I'm just showing you the differences, how they work fully automatic. Canon is a lot faster in taking pictures. You can rip them really off really fast. The Nikon's a little bit slower. It's not quite as fast, okay? But it still does a fairly good job ripping them off. But the focus seems to be a lot faster with the Canon than the Nikons. And when it focuses, the whole picture will focus fairly well. And then on the Nikon, the colors on the Nikon, if you look at the photos really close, you can see a difference in the colors. They're darker, and the Canon seems to be a little bit lighter. But in the picture where we're doing the close-up on the monkeys, the wall is a different color, like I said. On the Nikon one, you can actually see the different colors in the wall pretty easy right there in the corner. So Nikon kind of did better with the darker background in the corners and stuff, and getting it to the right colors, okay? But the Canon on the towel part where the yellow is, bingo, perfect color match. And the monkeys, perfect color match. But the Nikons seem to be a little darker, both of the Nikons. One was a little bit lighter, which was a US one, and then the so-called gray Nikon was a little bit darker. But you know, for picture quality, they are really good pictures, all three cameras. But especially in a lower light situation that I put the cameras through, because I want to see more change in them, and if we shoot at a lower light, we can see more change in the camera, and the camera has to fight more to focus and stuff, and these are the results we got from it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps you make a decision what camera you would buy. Of course, I know what I'm buying from now on. I went back to my original camera. Like when I did video all the time, it was always Canon. I'm going back to Canon because I like their service and I like the way they treated me. It's fantastic how they treat me. Nikon's a good camera too, but make sure you get a US camera, because if you get caught up in the thing, get a gray one like me, man, it's not very fun trying to get it worked on, because nobody wants to touch it. Nobody. Anyhow, so pick out the best camera that's going to help you in your photography, and always remember, manual shooting is the way to go. But if you do fully automatic, my personally pick would be, and if that's the only way I could shoot pictures, I would go with the Canon, because it's just a little bit faster, quicker on the photo, and it's faster on focusing, and I just think it's just a little bit above the Nikon. All their cameras are just a little bit above the Nikon when it comes to that part, but the Nikon still is a pretty nice camera if you get a real Nikon, which is kind of hard to do. So you always want to make sure you go through a certified Nikon dealer. If you have any doubts about that guy selling you the camera, contact Nikon. They can help you out and send you to a place where you can buy the camera, or buy them directly from Nikon off of the Nikon web page. That's the best bet. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've got plans for a lot more videos to come. So subscribe if you would, please. I need people to subscribe. It's hard to get 1,000 people. It's really hard. Anyhow, I appreciate all of you watching the videos, and I hope this video helps you, and hope you get to be a better photographer by watching this video. And thank you all for watching, And this is Gobby out. God bless. And remember, take care of God's plants and trees, and they'll take care of you. Okay, talk to you guys all later. Gobby out.